Alright, I want to talk about the short we took yesterday. Beautiful trade straight down to our 4 hour level. We were like a tick off of this and then it bounced for like 100 points back up to the open. We didn't take the bounce because we were just closing out a short here, but I still am very happy with how we got this trade, how the bounce hit on the level. So I want to talk about how we got this level, why we took this trade, what was happening in the morning and everything. So I'm going to play a very quick fast forwarded clip of this trade and then I'm going to talk about this level and how we took this trade and everything. So let's get into it. There it goes. Okay, I'm putting a short on.
Order filled.
Higher high over the last candle. I'll stop out. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Taking it
Order
off.
filled.
Right to our level, straight to the 4 hour level. So beautiful 2RR trade. Decent size, 53 points on the trade. 25, 26 would have been the stop. Why did we take this trade? When we were going into the morning, we were obviously moving down on the day. Pre-market before we opened up here, we had this 345 area that's been super strong for us recently. So how we found this 345 level, if we zoom out to like the 4 hour, you can see it already instantly. We have beautiful respect all through this zone. We're just bouncing it, bouncing it, bouncing it, bouncing it, bouncing it over and over and over. We have beautiful respect here. And then when we zoom back as well, massive bounce here, break and retest here, rejection here. So this zone's had nothing but like super clean respect on higher time frames. Nothing super sketchy, clean wicks, clean candle bodies, rejection, break and retest, bounce. We even had respect on it when we had this plummeting through it here. So this was a very significant zone for us and we've actually had it up for quite a few days. So in that morning, moving down all morning, we do our watch list like half an hour before market opens, so it would have been around 6 o'clock. So we were just seeing it come down. We had this 345 underneath us here. That's obviously a significant level for us. So what I was thinking was I wanted to see if we could continue the move down and test this level and either bounce for a move up or continue the move down like this. When I'm trading in the morning, I always have the 2 minute and the 5 minute open. I don't just keep one open because I find that sometimes I can miss an entry on one or the other, whereas if I have both open, it usually helps me see quite a bit clearer. So when I'm looking at this on the 5 minute right now, this doesn't look great to me. I see a bunch of chop off the open and I don't know if I would have been able to get an entry through this because it would have just been pushing down to test these lows and I wouldn't have felt really comfortable actually entering there. That being said, if we drop down to the 2 minute, which is where I usually like to get my entries and exits, it actually gets a lot clearer. Usually it's the opposite. You like to be on the 5 to get a clearer trend. The 2 minute and obviously the 1 minute will be quite a bit more choppy. I don't really ever look at the 1 minute, but the 2 minute actually helped me see this trade to be a lot more clear than it was. Coming down off the open, I wanted to see if we could actually continue this move down, whether it was a smooth trend or if we got this little burst down. Just wanted to see if we could continue it. And in the morning, off the chop that we have, what I was seeing in my brain was this little wedge of chop, this little consolidation type of wedge here that we were forming. Not super clean, but enough for me to actually pay attention to. So this is what I was watching. So I don't really take breakouts. I'm not a big breakout trader. When I see something like this, we see this chop getting tinier, tinier, tinier. I know there's a lot of people waiting for this to pop. They're going to go long. They want it to explode, whatever. They're going to target highs or wherever they think. Pre-market highs or some form of liquidity or strong higher time frame level up here. So when I see something like this, I'm honestly just watching to see if it's going to get faked out. And in my brain, we're coming down all morning, build a wedge. We pop out of the wedge and we close this 2 minute up above the wedge. I know there's going to be a ton of people in the 1 minute, the 2 minute, even the 3 minute that are trying to go long here for a breakout. So I didn't really think about trading this here, obviously, but when we were watching this, we got the close, close, and then this candle is what set us into our entry, this massive candle. We could tell it was a breakout, we could tell it was a fake out right after that. So continuing the move down, we had strong higher time frame levels underneath us that needed to get hit, whether they were going to bounce, whether they were going to get lost and move down. These needed to get hit somehow. Obviously we could have stayed in the range, but trending towards it, it's going to have to get pulled towards it. So we see this downtrend. We have an open, a wedge, the breakout, and then once I see the fake out and this candle close like this, we know that it's just going to be a giant fake out. Everyone who's in this is going to be stopped out. Well, hopefully, unless they're testing under here for their stop loss. But most people that are going to be in this are going to be stopped out. Most breakouts are fake outs in my opinion, unless you get like a really, really strong one and a really clean close with like a 5-minute candle at least. But I just wanted to take the fake out down to our level. This gave me my spot for the exit based on that 4-hour level. Here, 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 rejection, bounce, break and retest, rejection. It's just really, really simple. So not really a big breakout guy, but when I see a big fake out that I know is going to take a lot of people out and then we get a clean close underneath, strong high time frame levels underneath that. So never really a big breakout guy, but very, very obvious visual fake out, strong close to the downside, high time frame levels going to be pulling us towards them. I couldn't really not take it. It was a little bit big of a stop, but the actual trade was big enough to give us a decent risk to reward. I hate taking 20-25 point stops, but if it needs to be done, it needs to be done as long as we give ourselves room to work with down here. I did not take the bounce because we were just closing the short out down at the bottom here. I wanted to see if we could either hold down here, go straight through it, which I was kind of hoping for. Even if we did go straight through it, just because I had my target here and I did have a reason for an exit here, I would have closed it, and then if we did end up moving down, look for a retest or like a fake out higher time frame wick to move back up or whatever you think. But beautiful trade. I did, just to be honest, I did give back like another 13 points afterwards. I wanted us to hold this EMA. We did not hold the EMA. I saw this candle, this candle, this candle, and I think we entered somewhere around here. Moved up. We held it through all of this. All of this. I just wanted to move down. So we were in the green for quite a bit of it, but I just wanted to move back to retest this level, which we didn't get. So I kind of held through this, and then I ended up closing like another 12 or 13 points backwards here out of the 50 that we got here. So still a good day, but I did give a tiny bit back afterwards, just trying to get that extra move down, which we didn't want to do, but we obviously held it up here, which was another beautiful move. I did not trade this, I just took this, and then that was my day. Super easy, super simple. Supply and demand and high time frame levels are just really easy. It's nothing crazy, it's no magic, you don't need 7,000 abbreviations for it. You just need patience. It's really just patience. We could have entered long here because it was a breakout and whatever and been just destroyed, but just a little bit of patience goes a long way. I don't find that I'm ruining myself from waiting for an extra 2-minute candle close very often, so I try to wait as much as possible. Okay, that's all I got for this review. I hope it was helpful. Why I took it, how I found this lower level. And yeah, thank you so much.